In the National Electrical Code, the rules in Part 1 generally apply to the entire article, but those in a specific part only apply to that part. Here are some examples of rules in different parts of the NEC. Firstly, let's consider Part 2 Wiring and Protection. According to 210.8a, receptacles installed in bathrooms must be protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI. This requirement is specific to bathroom receptacle installations. According to 210.19a, the minimum size of conductor for general lighting and appliance branch circuits shall be 14 American wire gauge copper or 12 American wire gauge aluminum for single-phase, 120-volt circuits. According to 220.6a, motors rated over 1 horsepower but not over 1.5 horsepower must be protected by overload devices rated at not more than 125% of the motor nameplate full load current. Secondly, let's examine Part 3 Equipment for General Use. 305.2a states that transformers rated over 10 kV shall be tested for dielectric strength in accordance with IEEE standard C57.1290. This applies specifically to the testing of transformers. 310.15b specifies that underground service conductors shall be protected against damage by rodents and other animals in accordance with Table 310.15b2. This rule targets the protection of underground conductors. 350.15 specifies that electrical boxes must be securely fastened in place in accordance with manufacturer's instructions, addressing a general installation requirement. Thirdly, we'll look at Part 4 Equipment for Specific Installations. According to 404.9b, panel boards for feeders must be marked with the maximum allowable circuit breaker frame size. This is important for proper circuit breaker selection and installation. 430.102a requires that motor control circuits must be protected against short circuits and ground faults in accordance with Article 240. This ensures the safety of motor control circuits. 490.24 states that solar photovoltaic systems must be equipped with a means of disconnecting all conductors from all sources of supply. This is crucial for maintenance and emergency situations. Fourthly, let's consider Part 5 Special Occupancies. 517.13b requires that healthcare facilities must be equipped with an emergency electrical system in accordance with Article 700. This is essential for maintaining power during outages. 550.13a states that commercial garages must have at least one service disconnect located outside the building, facilitating easy access for emergency shutdown. 551.11 specifies that mobile home parks must have electrical distribution systems designed to provide adequate power for each mobile home unit. These examples illustrate how the NEC provides specific requirements tailored to different parts of an electrical system or environment. By understanding these part-specific rules, electrical professionals can ensure safer and more compliant installations. Minimum size of conductor for general lighting and appliance branch circuit should be 14 American wire gauge copper or 12 American wire gauge aluminum for single-phase, 120-volt circuits. The NEC Article 210.19 covers this topic. Motors rated over 1 horsepower but not over 1.5 horsepower need overload protection devices rated at not more than 125% of the motor nameplate full load current. NEC Article 220.6 covers this. Transformers rated over 10 kV should have dielectric strength testing conforming to IEEE standard C57.1290, which is in NEC Article 305.2a. Underground service conductors shall be protected against damage by rodents and other animals in accordance with Table 310.15b2. This is covered in NEC Article 310.15b2. Panel boards for feeders must be marked with the maximum allowable circuit breaker frame size, as described in NEC Article 404.9b. NEC Article 430.102a dictates that motor control circuits be protected against short circuits and ground faults per Article 240. Solar photovoltaic systems need a way to disconnect all conductors from all power sources per NEC Article 490.24a. Healthcare facilities shall be equipped with an emergency electrical system in accordance with Article 700 as per NEC Article 517.13b. Commercial garages must have at least one service disconnect located outside the building following NEC Article 550.13a on. Mobile home parks must have electrical distribution systems that provide adequate power for each mobile home unit according to NEC Article 551.11. It's important to consult the latest edition of the NEC for the most up-to-date and complete information. Always refer to the specific section of the NEC for detailed requirements and exceptions. Understanding these rules helps ensure safe and compliant electrical installations. These regulations are intended to minimize risk and protect people and property from electrical hazards. Proper adherence to the NEC is crucial for electrical safety and code compliance. Always prioritize safety and follow established guidelines when working with electrical systems. Electrical codes and standards are constantly evolving, so continuous learning is essential. Understanding and applying these rules correctly is crucial for all electrical work. Compliance with the NEC is vital for maintaining electrical safety. Always ensure that electrical installations meet the requirements of the NEC. The NEC provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for safe electrical practices. Following the NEC helps prevent electrical fires and other hazards.